It's been nearly a year since KG, a former member of VCHA, filed her lawsuit against JYP USA, and throughout this time, the 4 remaining members have stayed silent. But now, they've made a completely unexpected move that has caught many off guard. However, this update raises questions about what it means for KG's ongoing lawsuit and the nature of the relationship between her and the rest of the group. VCHA's last few months have been filled with tension, and now it seems like things might be coming to an end for the group. To sum everything up, back in December 2024, KG, one of the members, took legal action against JYP USA, accusing the company of mistreating her and the others. She claimed, among many serious things, that the members were pushed into extreme dieting, pressured into working late hours despite being minors, and manipulated in ways that left one member struggling with an eating disorder and even attempting to take her own life. You can watch our other video on KG's claims for a more detailed explanation of all her accusations. Since then, the situation has been messy, with both sides going back and forth, both in court and online. JYP has since denied threatening KG with liquidated damages, saying it was only mentioned as part of a formal notice. They insisted they tried to resolve things quietly, offering to part ways without any financial penalties, and even suggesting a joint statement about her leaving the group sometime in late 2024. According to them, they spent weeks trying to reach an agreement, but after KG switched lawyers, they never heard back. Then, on December 6th, she officially filed her lawsuit. During a hearing on July 21st, JYP's attorney Ms. Clark argued that the other 4 members were still performing under the same contracts without problems, which she said should be considered when looking at KG's case. The most recent update regarding the lawsuit was on August 4th, when KG revealed that instead of letting her submit a prepared response to JYP's claims, the judge unexpectedly ordered both sides to begin settlement negotiations. Throughout the entire dispute, the remaining 4 members stayed completely silent, and Kaylee even left the group, which led many to assume they might eventually vanish from the spotlight altogether. That assumption grew stronger when fans noticed that VCHA had been removed from the company's official artist page, sparking speculation that news of the members parting ways and starting their own paths was only a matter of time. Those fears seemed to come true on August 5th, when every one of VCHA's social media accounts, including Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, suddenly went dark. Their profile pictures turned black, every post was erased, and even their Twitter account appeared inactive, leaving fans deeply worried about what this could mean for the group's future. A Reddit commenter said, "Wouldn't be shocked if it's a disband. VCHA struggled, JYPA didn't really seem to know what to do, and now the continuation of the lawsuit with KG, the girls won't have it easy." For many, it felt like only a matter of time before the group would officially disband. Fans pointed out that other K-pop acts had broken up over far less serious situations, and VCHA's challenges seemed impossible to ignore. Their concept wasn't winning people over, the music didn't connect with the audience JYP had been aiming for, and when compared to other internationally trained groups with a K-pop approach like Cat's Eye, people argued that VCHA had fallen far behind. On top of that, KG's accusations were incredibly serious, and trying to keep the group going without first resolving the legal battle with her seemed risky for JYP. But then things took an unexpected turn. The 4 remaining members opened personal Instagram accounts, each posting the same photo, 4 microphones labeled with their names. This single image completely shifted the conversation among fans. Instead of assuming a disbandment, many now believed the group would be rebranding as a 4-member act, leaving the VCHA name behind. In fact, some say there have been hints pointing toward this possibility for quite some time. Fans had plenty of reasons to doubt the idea of a complete disbandment. For one, it wouldn't make sense for JYP to announce that Kaylee was ending her journey with VCHA if the group itself wasn't planning to keep going in some form. Adding to that, the members were seen together in Los Angeles nearly a year ago, sparking theories about future plans, and they were also spotted attending a Stray Kids concert alongside staff, something fans argued wouldn't happen if they were no longer tied to the company. There were also other signs that pointed away from a disbandment. Each member's personal Instagram account is followed by JYP Entertainment's official page, which many took as a clear indication that they hadn't completely cut ties. And then there's the trademark news. To explain, in early July, JYP registered the name GIRLSET. At the time, fans speculated it could either be for a new girl group or a rebrand of VCHA. So, given these developments, the rebrand theory felt more likely, especially since it lines up with comments JY Park himself made in an interview back in November 2024. In this interview, JY Park shared that the group's next chapter would be unlike anything JYP had done before. He explained that the plan was was to separate them from the company's usual K-pop acts by giving them their own identity with music and visuals that wouldn't feel like typical K-pop even though they were coming from a K-pop label. He emphasized that these members weren't raised in Korea or shaped by its culture since they grew up in the US, so the goal was to let that show in their work. He also revealed that the preparation for their next release was taking longer than expected because they wanted to get everything right. This included working with a team of American producers, choreographers, and musicians to make sure the project truly reflected who the girls are. According to him, fans could expect big changes in every area, including the songs, the album, and even the music video, with the aim of creating something completely fresh. And now, with signs that JYP USA and KG may finally be heading toward a settlement, it was obvious that the company was feeling ready to move forward with the rebrand they've been building toward. On August 7th, everything finally became clear. The group released their first video under the new name GIRLSET, just as many fans had speculated for weeks. All their social media accounts were also rebranded with the new name, leaving no doubt that this was an official relaunch. In the video, the 4 remaining members stood against a striking red backdrop, giving off a completely different energy than anything they had done as VCHA. Fans were obviously very excited, commenting things like, "Now this is the concept we need from them. So excited for this. And what a complete 180 from their last concept." However, the announcement also split opinions among fans. While some were simply relieved to see the members moving forward, many hoped this change would bring them stronger management and the kind of promotion they needed to finally show what they're capable of. One Redditor wrote, "Camilla, Lexi, Savannah, and Kendall deserve another chance as well. I do hope they could come back stronger and that JYP America would do better at taking care of them. I do wish they could be promoted as well as they used to." The rebrand also sparked a different kind of discussion, one that centered around the group's connection to KG. Her lawsuit painted a grim picture of what life in the company was like, with claims of manipulation, mistreatment, and even sharing messages where she and other members allegedly expressed their unhappiness, saying they hated the songs and wanted out. Now, seeing the 4 remaining members stay with JYP and move forward as GIRLSET with no mention of KG or Kaylee left many wondering where the relationship between them truly stands. Some fans began questioning KG's motives altogether. They pointed out that Kaylee managed to leave without any public fallout, yet KG's case escalated into a lawsuit. This led to speculation that her fight wasn't entirely about justice, as some even suggested she wanted to launch a solo career and believed or was advised that the only way to do so was by forcing her way out through legal action. This is something JYP themselves have implied, and it gained traction when people started debating whether KG's intentions were as genuine as they first seemed. One Reddit user laid out a theory arguing that KG might have been pushing for a quick settlement, permission to promote under the KG formerly of VCHA name rather than using her current Kira Grace, and even a release from her NDA so she could go public with her story through interviews, podcasts, or even a book, positioning herself as someone fighting to expose and reform the industry. They believed this approach might have been fueled by advice from her mom, her lawyer, and even a separate business manager she had quietly hired. Adding to this, they said that JYP's legal team reportedly presented messages and emails between KG, her parents, and the company that showed her family continuing to support her employment with JYP even after the alleged mistreatment. They also pointed out that her parents signed contracts after these incidents supposedly occurred, which undermined parts of her claims. There were even communications from KG's mother who, according to JYP, made veiled threats while demanding that KG be allowed to sell her own songs to outside parties. Rumors have also begun swirling about tension within the group. Some believe the other members were unhappy with KG for allegedly using their experiences as part of her effort to get out of her contract, while others defended her, arguing that blaming her was unfair given the situation she claimed to be in. A portion of the criticism has even been directed at KG's mother, with people accusing her of only becoming involved when money was at stake and neglecting KG's mental well-being until then. KG, however, has pushed back against these narratives. In the aforementioned Instagram story, in which she talks about the lawsuits, firmly denied that she left VCHA to pursue a solo career, explaining that no such opportunity had been offered to her. She clarified that her decision to leave was based entirely on protecting her mental health. She also defended her mother, calling the claims that she was motivated by money or personal gain completely false. KG went on to say, "In my 18 years, my mom has never profited a dollar from me. It's disheartening to hear such allegations made, especially while still grieving the loss of her son. Now that the group has officially returned, many believe the legal dispute has likely wrapped up, probably through a settlement. This kind of resolution would make the most sense, offering a clear and tidy conclusion for everyone involved." But from now on, fans are only focusing on what's ahead for the group, expressing excitement over their new direction and looking forward to supporting them. Still, not everyone feels the same way. Some have said they won't support anything related to the group until JYP provides clear proof that real changes have been made, things like hiring qualified staff, improving pay, ensuring reasonable working hours, providing proper meals, and confirming that the weight checks have officially ended. So far, JYP hasn't addressed these demands, but fans are keeping their hopes high. What's your take on this whole rebrand? Do you believe the members are choosing this new path freely, or do you think the contract is forcing their hand? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching.